Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news, looking at the 3.1.2 PTU patch, as well as the latest info on the Redeemer, ship reworks, mechanics for the game, and frequently asked questions. The Freelancer Max is going to be reworked. It may have 4 engines, or 2, they haven't decided. However, it will be the most powerful engines of the Freelancer series. Those reworks should be coming with 3.4 in December of 2018 this year. Pilot seats. Ships will typically have a dedicated pilot seat. Flight control will not be transferable to other random consoles. Potentially you could have other consoles for piloting, in larger ships maybe. However, in the case of the co-pilot seat for the Cutlass, for example, this seat is not intended to have pilot control and is more of a support gunner seat, but expect ships to have dedicated pilot seats or stations. Apartments. You'll be able to rent hab rooms, which is basically what we have in game at the moment, where you spawn in Grimhex or Port Olisar, etc. They're a way off from having anything like dedicated player apartments or persistent true housing or guild housing, but they're going to be looking at that in the future. They have the space to do it, and they want to get the foundations of the game in first, and then they'll look at it more earnestly. In the shorter term, all major locations will have habs for us to spawn at and use, and NPCs may also use these areas to sleep. They have their 24-hour schedules, so they literally will be going into areas to go and sleep. Habs will be different tiers too, so they might have some larger, nicer ones, some with rooms for customization, that sort of stuff as well. So basically, that's our first iteration of player apartments, is these hab zones anyway. Some ship reworks. The Redeemer is going to be looked at after the current reworks on the roadmap. Don't expect it to be out in 2018 though. Also, the M50, the Greycat Buggy and the Merlin may also all receive some light updates in a similar fashion to that the Hornet received. So not a full remodel or anything, just a light rework. Decompression. We will be getting decompression in the future. It affects ships and environments, so they're taking a slow, cautious approach, which will mean they don't have to do the work, redo the work constantly once they've implemented it for the first time. So they want an all-encompassing system that looks at both environments and internals and externals and all that sort of jazz. So a patch 3.1.2a came out on the PTU, which contains a few little updates. This PTU build contains some extra logging in place to determine and help with some of the persistent crashes. As a result, you're going to, if you're in the PTU, so that's the separate launcher, you're going to get increased crashes and decreased performance. However, that data will help them a lot with memory issues and crash issues for that patch when it goes live and future patches. Other things that were included, they've increased the number of instances of each mission type, so you'll actually be having lots more missions to be able to play. Mission objective markers were adjusted to not overlap with its location on the star maps. They fixed rotating elevators in hangars that were rotating in place, causing players to get stuck. They fixed missing animation events for NPC admin officers. They've also fixed multiple memory leaks, fixed multiple crash events, and added the logging and tracking for those memory leaks and crashes, as I said. Now, if you want to get involved with that PTU, I'll put a link down below so you can grab the launcher and get involved. However, I suspect it to go to a live build pretty soon. Please check out my updates to my user.cfg and performance guides for current patches, for the live patches of 3.1.1 and when that 3.1.2 patch comes out. Those guides that I've done there, those user.cfg stuff, I've just updated them. Now, they make a world of difference to some people, quite genuinely, for stability and for performance, so at least check them out. They are currently investigating issues with rec and Alpha UEC purchases, as well as items going missing. At the moment, reward and special items are removed from your account when you lose them on death. This is not the intention, and they won't disappear in the future once they've fixed the issue. If you are having similar issues to this, and you've been affected, then I will link the thread below so you can get your account reset for a quick fix, or contribute to that ongoing thread. Every month we have a giveaway for Star Citizen as well. This time for April, it's for the heavy salvage ship, the massive Aegis Reclaimer, provided by our featured app My Radar. My Radar is a free weather app that includes full-scale maps of the 3 moons of Crusader. Yes, from Star Citizen, including Yela, Selene, and Daymar. Users can scroll around the interactive maps and zoom in to see the landscape and geography of these moons. Also, My Radar is a real-life weather app giving you information on the weather, potentially in your area, and My Radar is available in the US, Europe, Japan, South Korea, and coming this summer to Australia as well. It's available on iOS, Android, and Windows. Please check it out in the links below if you are interested. But to be in for a chance of winning that reclaimer, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, and then comment on any of my Star Citizen videos made through April. Each video gives you another chance to win. Do you have any questions about that patch, about Star Citizen or Squadron 42's development, or gameplay mechanics, or suggestions for other videos? Please chuck them in the comments below. A special thank you to my Patreons who allow me to create the amount of content I do. If you're interested in becoming one of those lovely fellows or fellowettes, then please find the links to Patreon down below, as well as everything else we've talked about. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as well, as it really does help me, and I'll see you in the verse.